Now, we once spoke about a Wonderkid factory in a different club. However, I found another one who has 15 total Wonderkids at certain levels of potential ranges, at minimum of 160 for you to look at today. All at one club. It's definitely a Wonderkid factory, this one. One of the biggest clubs in the world for producing players. Let me welcome you to the Wonderkid factory of Benfica. Now, one of my favourite places in the world is Portugal, and I know I have quite a big Portuguese following. I can see it on my analytics, and I'm sorry for anyone who isn't a Portuguese fan, who is a Benfica fan, but we're going to take a look at Benfica's team because they do have 15 Wonderkids, starting with Goncalo Ramos. I'm sorry if I said Goncalo wrong. I just wanted to say it with a little bit of pizzazz on the Goncalo with the weird little tail. Did I get that right? But anyway, when this guy is set to his maximum, we can see how good of a striker this guy potentially could be. Now, he's 19 years of age. He is phenomenal when he reaches his maximum. Some really good finishing attributes to complement his great mentals. His physicals could be slightly better in acceleration, which would make him a phenomenal player. But this guy, to start this video, is very appealing to look at Benfica's youth side. But let's pull our way back to the right back position, because the next guy on this list I've never heard of before or seen anybody talk about him in Felipe Cruz. Now, he's 18 years of age. He plays across the right hand side, but his main role is this right back role, and my god is he good at this right back role, because we can see from this, when he is set to his maximum, the physicals are fantastic. The mentals, they're great, to be honest. You don't really need much better mentals than what he has. The majority of them are 13s and 14s, but look at those technicals. Wow. 15 in tackling, we have 16 in crossing and dribbling, 17 at corners. He's a bit of a set piece taker because he also has 17 free kick takings and 16 long throws. This is the guy you want to have in your team because he brings you so much more than just an attacking fullback. He is absolutely amazing. He's 18 years of age. Felipe Cruz, take a look at him on your save. Is he any good? Can you pick him up? It might be worth it. Now, we're only 2 of these players in, but let me remind you to continue smashing that like button. Help us in our quest towards 20,000 subscribers. Let's take a look at the next player. Very small call to action, but hopefully you've done it. Now, in the centre-back role, we have this man, Antonio Silva. He is 16 years of age. He is valued at 12.5k at the start of the game, but when he is set to his maximum, he's a very intriguing player. He's 6'3". He has fantastic physicals, to be honest. His technicals aren't the best. He does have 17 positioning, but 12 heading, 13 marking, 14 tackling. It does look like he would maybe be better in the right-back role. He is predominantly right-footed. I'd probably try and retrain him as a right-back because he could be really good in that position as a defensive right-back. What do you make of this player? Let me know down in the comments. Moving forward though into a centre defensive midfield role, Benfica in the past have brought us some really great ones, including one that they have there right now in Florentino Luis. Of course, a lot of people have been buying him in the last few years of FM since he came on the scene. A fantastic little gem. However, did you know that Benfica have in their Wonderkid factory another gem coming through called Raphael Brito? Now, I've never heard anybody speak about Raphael, and I feel quite ashamed that I haven't done so beforehand, because if we take a look at him here at 18 years of age, I'd say he's a very capable centre defensive midfielder. I mean, look at those mental attributes. He's going to be one of the most intelligent players on the pitch. He does have some fantastic technical attributes with great passing, He has fantastic technicals with 15 passing and tackling, 16 heading. He's 6 foot as well, so he's a bit of a presence on the field, and I quite like the look of this guy in a deep line playmaker role. I think he would be amazing for that role. Raphael Brito. He's 18 years of age, so he wouldn't take that long to develop to his potential range of maybe 160 or 170. I'm not quite sure. I like him a lot. He's one of my favourites on this list, to be honest. Let's move it back though to that left back role, because we've already spoke about someone on the right hand side. This man plays in a left wing back. Now, Gil Montoya, to be quite frank, is a very good left back, an attacking left back at that, who can also do the defensive duties rather well. At 16 years of age at the start of the game, if you did pick this guy up or you decided to do a Benfica save, you could use this guy for so long in your saves. Look how good he actually is as well. Some very decent physical attributes, a lot of 15s there, a couple of 14s, just what you really need for that left back role. Mental attributes, he's very capable at being in a good position, good teamwork, work rate, all of those kind of things. The good things that you want to see mentally on your defenders. Anticipation is fantastic as well, good decision maker. I think this guy's amazing. If you look at his technical attributes as well, I mean, 17 passing, going with that 15 vision that we've just seen, he's very good going forward with 15 crossing, good dribbling. What is there not to like about this player? Gil Montoya as a left back is absolutely solid and nobody is talking about him. Justice for Gil Montoya. Paulo Bernardo, however, is a centre midfielder that you can find, and I'm so shocked at how good some of these players are. If they have like at least 5 of these reach close to their maximum and Benfica manage to keep hold of these players, you could be looking at having the best team in Europe in like 5 years time, because look how good he is. Mental attributes are phenomenal. Physical attributes are phenomenal. Sid's going to be really annoyed because he's got to go that way. Then we're switching across to the technical attributes where you need this guy to be good. First touch, passing ability, tackling's decent at 14, great technique. He's even got 14 long shots, and he has like 14 dribbling, 13 finishing. Box to box midfielder, this guy's amazing. I really like the look of him. He has the mental attributes for it too. He has a player trait that dictates tempo, which as a box to box midfielder would be great, because he's the guy who decides, right, I'm going to power forward now and dictate the tempo, literally. Paulo Bernardo, again, player nobody's ever talking about. He's 18, he's in the Benfica youth side. Have a look. One of the more popular players on this list, though, because he was very good last year, is Diogo Nascimento. Now, I don't think he's as good this year as what he was last year, but he still has a great potential. He plays in that cam role, and he plays it very well if he does reach his maximum. Now, this player doesn't have the best physical attributes. He has some good ones, though, in agility and balance, which, to be honest, if you're playing centrally, maybe you don't really need the other ones to be that good. However, I do like to see a higher natural fitness. But it might be different in your save because of that potential range. What he does have, though, is great mentals in that kind of where you need an attacking player to be good mentally, because he has 17 composure and decision makings. He has great off the ball at 16, vision of 17, and if you pair that with his technical attributes of the 18 passing, 17 technique, go further up with the 18 first touch, 16 dribbling, he can unlock that defense. He can find those little holes in between the defensive and the midfield lines and play very well and create a lot of chances. But a more solid, well-rounded player is Diogo Priost. Again, most of these, I think all of them are Portuguese, and that's probably the reason why Portugal win quite a lot of simulations for World Cups and Euros in the future, because of this Benfica side. And this centre midfielder is 16 years of age at the start of the game, valued at 475 quid. Imagine this player. If you picked him up, you got him for a very cheap cost, and he looked like this in a few years' time, because he is amazing going forward. He has great passing ability. Look at his mentals as well, where again you need him for that centre midfield role. Good composure, concentration, decision makings. Every single one of them is a tick. Every single one of them is a 15. Again, things that are over 15, teamwork, vision, work rate. Lovely stuff. Good physical attributes. Let's move on to the next player. Now, Jiao Felix left Benfica a few years ago, but his brother, Hugo Felix, is in their youth side, and he kind of looks like him too. Playing in the role that Jiao Felix also plays, Hugo, we could be seeing the next Jiao Felix. It's quite funny to say that, but he is a great player on this game and somebody who I would play in a shadow striker role, because to be honest, he's amazing in that shadow striker role. If he looked like anywhere near this, if he reached his maximum potential. Those technicals are obviously the highlight, the dribbling, finishing, first touch, that passing and technique, lovely stuff. The long shots of 15 is fantastic as well. Hugo Felix, will you live up to the hype that your brother has started to achieve at Atletico Madrid? I hope so, because I want to see a player like this. Now, another player who you might be familiar with is a striker, Jiao Zhao. Now, this guy was very cheap last year. I think he doesn't cost that much this year either. A few people have mentioned to me in the comments of other videos that they use this guy, and I can see why. Because fundamentally, as a striker, as an advanced forward, this guy is really all you really want. He has great physical attributes. He can unlock a defense with good acceleration and pace. Off the ball 16, composure 17, so when he does get into the positions, he is very composed. Dribbling 16, finishing 17, first touch 16. It's great, isn't it? Jiao Zhao, put some decent player traits on him and he will bag you a lot of goals. And we still have 5 players on this list to show you. So if you have got this far in the video, go down to the comments section and smash, give me 5 more, Luke. Give me 5 more. And here we are. Here is your 5 more. The first up of the last 5 I'm going to show you is Henrique Rocha. I'm getting so good with these Portuguese accents. Said nobody ever. Now, this guy is great physically. This guy is great mentally. Again, this guy going forward. Technically 17, finishing is the highlight. He's great at penalties. 18 years of age. If you can't get Jiao Zhao or the other strikers that we've looked at, try this man, because again, he has a potential range of up to 160. He could be very valuable to you in the future. Now, the most popular player on this list is Ronaldo Camara, because of course he's been good for a couple of years. He is still only 17 years of age at the start of the game, and when he is set to his maximum, he is looking like a really strong centre midfielder. Now, personally, he's not the best on this list for centre midfield, maybe 3rd or 4th, but still, if you want to look for a Mezzala, this could be your best option, because he's really good at dribbling and crossing, so going wide he might be really talented in that role. And we can see Mezzala's highlighted here everywhere in like the physicals and technicals where Mezzala is based. You're looking really like at least a 15, around about that. Mentally is what I think he suffers with. A low composure here. Decision making is a 13. I'd like to see that slightly higher, but he's still a very talented player and very much deserves to be on this list. Let's scoot on over to the wings though, because this guy can play left midfield, he can play right midfield, he can also play left back should you need him to, although I don't think he is the best in that role, especially not on this list. We already seen that guy. But Thiago Orojo, and he might be a brother of the guy we just seen a couple of minutes ago. This guy's fantastic. Again, going forward, technically he looks amazing. If you're going to play him on that high wings, then he is going to be really deadly for you, because he has great crossing, dribbling, first touch. His pass is not too bad either. Mentally is probably where he suffers the most, but he has blistering pace here. 17 for acceleration, 17 for pace, good agility, sticks some decent player traits, runs the ball often, takes players on, that kind of thing, cuts inside from that right hand side because he is left only footed and he can create a lot of chances there. You might be looking at very talented inside forward. Again though, if you want to play him as a winger on that left hand side, which we can see highlighted here, very much capable, so probably his best role. Also, incredible facial hair. But I have probably saved the best defender on this list till now, because here we have Morato. He is 19 years of age, one of the oldest players on this list, and he is great as a centre-back. We can see highlighted here all of the things you need as a centre-back for a ball-playing defender, and he is one of the best that you'll probably find in that role, because he has fundamentally for the defensive role heading 15, marking 17, tackling 16, and then if you want that ball-playing defender with 15 passing, good technique, and 14 vision, very talented indeed. The 15 position, of course, great, very highly composed with 15 anticipation, and then even the physicals, he's not too bad either. Although it's a slow-ish acceleration of 12, the 15 pace makes up for it. Very strong player too, and he's 6'3". I really like Morato, to be honest, and as a ball-playing defender, I don't think you can go much far wrong with this. And one of the biggest things about him is he's left-footed. People like a left-footed centre-back. They're very hard to come by. A left-footed ball-playing defender, this could be your man. And the last player on this list is Martin Neto. Now, this player as a centre midfielder is just what you need. At his maximum potential, we can see he has so many greens across all of the best places for like a deep line playmaker, but where he doesn't have the greens, he has things like 13 for finishing, 14 for dribbling, which means if you want to play him in a number of different roles with maybe some obscure player roles, this guy is probably your man to do that because he's very well rounded in a number of different roles. He's 6'1" as well, he's a bit of a presence. Martin Neto is our last man of the Wonderkid factory of Benfica. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Is there a Wonderkid factory that you know about that I haven't done yet? Let me know down in the comments. Really do appreciate all of the support and all of the comments that you guys give me. I make sure I try and reply to every single one of them. So if you do, knock one down there. Hopefully, I'll have a little chat with you in there. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hit that like button. Last minute. Do it.